Tim, we've just launched our latest research on city indices, decoding city performance. What does it tell us about spotting the next generation of successful cities?
There are now more than 300 city indices that span nearly every angle of urban performance and urban life. And these indices, I think, have more and more influence on the way that we understand our cities. Investors, businesses and workers all use them to guide their location choices. And of course, city governments now see them as a very popular tool to benchmark their own city's progress and to inform their strategies for future growth. So what we've done as part of this research is analyse 40 of the most robust indices and observed what are the common factors that are driving the success of the world's leading cities. We've identified a group of established world cities featuring the big 7 plus 10 contenders that are competing most successfully for globally mobile capital, companies, institutions and talent.
What are the building blocks of a successful city?
Well, I think together these indices tell us something about the observable imperatives that all cities that are seeking to be successful and competitive have. We know that there are some fairly obvious ones, the need for infrastructure investment, the need to foster the ingredients of innovation, but I think there are some subtleties emerging that it can make a difference between short and long-term success, whether it's the importance of a specialised and technology-ready kind of workforce, or if it's the need for a frequent and flexible set of connections between the city and the nearby centres, or if it's the speed with which a city adjusts to manage the costs and consequences of growth. So after all, nearly all of the world's leading cities share growth challenges, whether it's how to finance future infrastructure, how to improve affordability, or how to better manage metropolitan growth and build future resilience. But the complexity of these kind of challenges are so great, so serious, that they really require the collaboration of city governments, businesses and real estate partners. That's really critical if these cities are going to translate the high demand they experience today into future growth, future good growth in the cycles to come. Which of the top cities really stand out?
Well, you mentioned the big 7 earlier. I mean, certainly London, New York, Paris, Tokyo, Singapore, Hong Kong. Those 6 cities have certainly, from our research, have certainly stood out as the most globally connected and powerful cities. And Seoul has joined the top group because it's digitally connected, it has a modern infrastructure, it has globally connected, innovative firms, and it has a real vision of the future. And in terms of the other cities I'd mention, certainly Los Angeles is probably closest to joining the top group as it moves into a new model of development. Shanghai is another one I'd mention, certainly fast-tracking to maturity. And another good standout city I think worth mentioning is Amsterdam, which does well on many competitive indices despite its relatively small size. And what it's done is it's a great example of a city that has borrowed its scale, its diversity and knowledge from its wider metropolitan area.
What does this all mean for real estate?
Many of the challenges that cities have in terms of environment, in terms of society, in terms of technological disruption, mean that investors and corporate occupiers need to look much more closely at a city's resilience strategy and to look at whether a city is future-proofed for future success. So that's certainly one issue that I would highlight. The other is about recognising that there are lots of different pathways to success, particularly for innovation-oriented economies that require different styles of real estate. Thirdly would also be about city governance, which is critical for a city's success. And I don't think also we should underestimate the role that real estate can play in actually contributing to a city's success rather than just a consequence by providing the style of real estate that is required by businesses and the community, and in bold urban transformation projects that can change opportunity and contribute to the long-term success of a city.